नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनीति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनीति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। Let us start. I sent the message. If you want to read, please raise your hand. In the Zoom reactions. Yes, let me share my screen. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming forward to read. Nalini Mataji, would you like to start, please?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna.
रेडियो दंडवत प्रणाम। जय शील प्रभुपाद, जय शील गुरु महाराज। 10.5 Radhana Swami's humility is exemplary. The crisp morning air wished us a pleasant day with the fragrance of fresh blossoms it carried. The window was open and overlooked a garden, beckoning us to sample the beauty of the town we were visiting, Rishikesh. Inside the room sat Govinda Prabhu and Gaur Gopal Prabhu at the computer, while I went about my daily chores. They were preparing a list of devotees who were to be initiated by Radhanath Swami during his forthcoming visit to Pune. While anyone and everyone can joyously try out Bhakti Yoga, those who are serious about the path the scriptures recommend should accept a guru. In the Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, the Guru accepts a disciple in a ceremony called Diksha or initiation, during which the disciple is handed prayer beads. Those beads the disciple always carries in a cloth pouch called the bead bag. This bag's unique design allows us to finger the beads without having to take them out of the bag. Interesting. As I looked for my bead bag to say my prayers, Radhanath Swami walked in. While on his way to the Ganges to say his prayers, called the mantra meditation, he had dropped by to see us. Radhanath Swami's expression turned quizzical. Gauragopal Prabhu, as if in response, said, "We are working on the initiation." Holding up his bead bag, Radhanath Swami shook it. The beads inside clattered. "And I am working on mine," Radhanath Swami announced, "was trying to be a good disciple myself." He walked out carrying a smile that unveiled the gratitude he felt for his guru. Though he had thousands of disciples round the globe and thousands more queue to accept him as guru, his humility wouldn't allow him to consider himself a worthy disciple of his own guru. Radhanath Swami sat relaxing on the lawn with a few of his students. The Chakra building wheeled from the noontime sun, while breezes breathed in and out of the ISKCON Mayapur campus, cooling the shade over nature's carpet of green. Radhanath Swami looked over as his students strapped on. After meandering along various topics, their conversation finally turned into a glorification session, each one glorifying the spiritual qualities of others. That's something which devotees of Lord Krishna love to do. Karuna Sindhu is so gentle. Wish I could emulate his gentleness, said one. Jagannath is so enthusiastic in Kirtan. Wish I could be like him, said another. When everyone was done, Radhanath Swami leaned to finger a blade of grass on the ground. Wish I could be like this blade of grass. Lines about a blade of grass from his book The Journey Home echoed in my mind. You see, this grass, it is happy to serve everyone, even by remaining in the most humble position under our feet. Whenever it is stepped on, it comes right back up to serve. We can learn from this humility. Brajachandra Das. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Um, this line that Baba says, "I'm working on my initiation." On the day of giving initiations, so many years into practicing, is just amazing. Stuck with me. That pastime is amazing. Navneeta Mataji, would you like to read this?
Sure, Prabhuji, thank you. Hare Krishna
Hare
devotees,
Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. 10.6 Radhana Swami has a brilliant sense of humor. It was the festival of Lord Ganesh, which is much awaited in Mumbai. Streets leading to makeshift temples of Ganesh get lined with countless hawkers who sell incense and flowers. The neighborhood of these temples, that number in thousands in the city, transfigure into bustling bazaars. The crowd even spills out into the main roadways, causing traffic jams. Radhana Swami was to preside over a spiritual get together at a well wisher's that evening, and I was to accompany him. Foreseeing the delay caused by the obstructed traffic flow, I suggested to him, I think we will have to leave early. But why? He asked. When I explained, he replied, Ganesh is supposed to remove obstacles, not put obstacles. His body shook with laughter. Another story. A famous Bollywood actor Yuvaraj was driving the car while Radhana Swami and I were the passengers. At one point, when the car moved ahead, ignoring the turn we were supposed to take, Radhana Swami asked, why didn't we take the turn? The reason was the traffic and the complex traffic rules. But unable to gather the right words, Yuvraj spoke out, it was difficult to take that right turn. Radhana Swami said, while living in this world, it's always difficult to take the right turns. Rajachandra Das.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank
Prabhuji,
you.
I think this one also we read last
Yeah,
week, Prabhuji.
I
I
saw
read
the
the same
message.
verse.
Oh, you did? Really? Um, I don't know where we stopped. I spoke with Lakshmi Vijay Mataji last week and she said yes on the 10.5. But do you remember? Chiksoli. Oh yeah, we read
This
about
one
the
also we read, Prabhuji.
chapati,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Vrajaroti's um, temple management. I think we stopped at the Vraj chapatis, right? Or no? Yeah, this Braj Bihari Prabhu. I don't think we read this,
Yes,
did we?
Prabhuji. Management, yeah, we didn't read it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you for reading. Aishani Mataji, would you like to read this one?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna,
Hare
please.
Krishna, dear devotees, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Guru Maharaj. Management versus human relationships. This happened in the month of April 2005 on the day that Radhanath Swami was about to leave for his Western preaching tour. Since he was scheduled to be away for at least 6 months, I put together a list of 8 points concerning temple management that I needed Radhanath Swami to decide upon before he left. I then called up his secretary and told that I needed to meet Radhanath Swami anytime that was convenient for him for half an hour. I did this in the morning, feeling pretty sure that at least sometime during the entire day Radhanath Swami would give me some time. The day dragged on. Radhanath Swami throughout the day was meeting devotees who wanted to say goodbye to him and was happily spending time with all of them. I called up Radhanath Swami's secretary in the evening, about an hour before Radhanath Swami's scheduled departure to the airport, and inquired from him anxiously whether Radhanath Swami was finally free. The secretary told me that there were half a dozen devotees in his room, and if I wanted, I could come and wait outside the room. This is what I did. I rushed to Radhanath Swami's room, and from the corner of his eye, Radhanath Swami saw me and nodded, indicating that I should wait. Finally, all the devotees left, and there was just me and Radhanath Swami, and 20 minutes were left for Radhanath Swami to leave to the airport. After prostrating myself, I was about to begin when Brajveri Prabhu from Vrindavan, who heads ISKCON Resolve, entered the room. Radhanath Swami immediately got up, welcomed him with a beer hug like a long lost friend, and both of them sat down and went on chatting, completely oblivious of me. I was frantically looking at the watch with every minute passing by, and I was gently sweating. Radhanath Swami continued to talk to Brajbihari Prabhu as if he had all the time in the world, inquiring about everything concerning Brajbihari Prabhu's family, services, etc. Until finally Brajbihari Prabhu, seeing my restlessness, remarked, "You both must be having a lot of things to discuss about. Sorry for bulging in like this." And then he was gone. Now just 10 minutes to go and 8 points to discuss. I started blurting out and Radhanath Swami nonchalantly answered all my points. Anyways, having got my answers, I paid my obeisance once again and prepared to leave. Just then, Radhanath Swami said, "I am seeing Brajbehari Prabhu after a very long time and he specifically came to say me goodbye. My spending time with him was more important than your managerial questions, which are important but not as important as spending time with him. Anyways, if you get stuck on any issue, send me a mail or call me up." I came out from the room thoroughly crushed and humbled. Radhanath Swami gave more time and importance to a devotee who had come from far to meet him than to a big manager. I understood that human relations were far more important for him than management was. Krishnan Iyer. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. This is also interesting pastime. Brajbihari Prabhu is he lives in DC. He's the husband of our temple president. So they used to live in Vrindavan. And recently, I don't know if you heard the Guru Padashray series. It was Krishna Chandra Prabhu who was the third speaker. He was talking about the same thing, that so many devotees come to see Maharaj, and Maharaj just gives personal attention to everybody without feeling them rushed, but also answers everything they have to ask. It's a unexplainable skill that Maharaj has. It's difficult to explain. Hare Krishna. Nidhima Mataji, would you like to read the next one?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Hare
Danvat
Krishna.
Pranam, Hare
Dandavat
Krishna dear
Pranam.
devotee. Please accept my obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev. 10.10 Radhanath Swami, an embodiment of shyness. Few days before the launch of the journey home, devotees and well-wishers from all over the world were excited. Resident monks and members of the ashram in Mumbai, where Radhanath Swami was staying during this period, were particularly keen that he speaks from his book in his usual weekly classes. However, in none of the programs that were building up for the book launch, did Radhanath Swami mention about journey home. As we were intrigued by his silence on the book,
There was a weak connection. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, your voice is breaking up a little bit, but we can hear. It was here.
I am not able to see the screen.
Oh, I think you have a weak connection.
Maybe it's my weak connection, I guess.
Are the others able to see?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
please
can
go
read.
ahead, Mataji.
Oh, yeah. Priya Gopi Mataji, would you like to start here,
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
please?
Yes. Hare Krishna, everyone. My humble obeisances to you all. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. We also got, as we were intrigued by his silence on the book, we also got desperate to hear him speak some stories from his autobiography. During this period, one evening, Radhanath Swami was scheduled to address over 2,000 youth at a spiritual festival. A few of us decided to meet Radhanath Swami before his lecture and request him to speak from his book. He patiently heard our appeals but said he feels shy to speak about himself. We insisted this would be a great source of inspiration and joy for all assembled guests and devotees. Taking pity on us, Radhanath Swami reluctantly agreed to speak a little bit, provided some participants asked questions indirectly referring to the book. He insisted he wouldn't, on his own, take the initiative to speak from Journey Home. As the lecture began, the hall was pregnant with anticipation of stories. None, however, came out. Finally, the master of ceremonies Gaurang Das asked the 2,000 plus audience if they would like to hear from Journey Home. As the crowd roared in unison, expectations rose. However, Radhanath Swami continued to enthrall the audience with his discourse without speaking anything from his autobiography. Finally, Gaur Gopal Das and I decided upon a trick. We selected 15 students from the crowd and fixed questions indirectly referring to incidents from the book. Soon the boys fired questions on the Naga Babas, Mother Ganges, and the Myrat Gurus. With each question, the hall reverberated with laughter as if it was now obvious to all that Radhanath Swami was being cornered and forced to speak on Journey Home. However, in all humility and with a straight face, Radhanath Swami replied on the merit of each question without once referring to the book. Although the class was ecstatic as usual, a few of us were simultaneously disappointed that he hadn't spoken any story from his autobiography. Later at night, after the program, Radhanath Swami came to the ashram and relaxed. Many monks, including myself, gathered excitedly around him. He then began to narrate in graphic detail the various stories and events related to Journey Home. He also profusely apologized to devotees that he hadn't spoken from the book during the class. I am sorry, said Radhanath Swami. I feel very shy to speak about myself and my book. You tried your best, but I refused. I am really sorry. It's amazing that Radhanath Swami hadn't spoken most of these stories for all these 40 plus years, and if Journey Home hadn't been out, the world would have forever been bereft of his realizations. He went through a plethora of strong spiritual impressions and unforgettable experiences as he came to India searching for God. And only because his friend Bhakti Tirtha Swami insisted and took a promise from him, Radhanath Swami has finally told the story to the world. Prabhuji, should I stop?
It's just last two, Mataji, please.
Okay. Okay. Having known Radhanath Swami and observed him closely, I am convinced that his present tour of the Journey Home for the Journey Home book launch is with reluctance. He wants to share his story because he's convinced that that's not his story but the story of God's grace. This is also an exhibition of his magnanimous heart. He wants to selflessly share the wealth of his heart with the whole world. Personally, he remains ever humble and shy. This is a genuine quality of a spiritual seeker. He is naturally humble and shy to speak about himself. He is always enthusiastic and keen to glorify God and other devotees. That's Radhanath Swami for you. Reluctant to share his story, but enthusiastic to glorify and appreciate others. Hari Bol.
Hare
Rajvihari. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's the exact opposite of anybody else who would have even a fraction of such experiences, would be, even without prompting, would start talking about themselves.
Yes, Prabhu.
Amazing. So this is the last chapter of our book. We're switching to the book, and 5 questions. Let's see how far we go. Maybe we'll finish it today, and then next week we'll start a new book. Would somebody like to read? Yes, Sadhupriya Prabhu. Happy to see you after a long time. Hope you're
Yes,
doing
sure,
well.
sorry. Yeah, please.
Hare Krishna.
This question.
Thank you.
Very good.
Please.
Krishna retrieves other forms of yoga in the Bhagavad Gita, then why does Srila Prabhupada insist on Bhakti Yoga alone? Following in his footsteps, when we insist that they should practice pure devotional service, not everyone is enthusiastic. Some people are quite negative and totally give up devotional service. Are we demanding or expecting too much from the conditions of answer? In that case, we may be following Prabhupada's footsteps, but without understanding Prabhupada as he is. In his books and lectures, Prabhupada established the uncompromised supreme absolute truth and the ways to achieve it. However, in his personal dealings with people, he was very, very accommodating, compassionate, and he often did whatever was necessary to somehow or other fan the little spark of spiritual inclination that a person had in their heart. When we hear from exalted devotees and Prabhupada's associates, like Shyamchandra Prabhu, Gurudev Prabhu, Mukunda Maharaj, Niranjan Maharaj, and others, we can know how merciful he was. For example, when he met priests, he would accept and appreciate their Christianity and their devotion to Jesus, and urge them respectfully to follow Jesus' teachings by giving up meat eating. Sometimes, when he was addressing highly conditioned and offensive people, he would quickly avoid speaking philosophy to them and just encourage them with prasad and kirtan for their spiritual advancement without confrontation. Once in Amsterdam, Prabhupada was addressing a crowd at Wendell Park. The devotees had set up a nice place for him to stay, and some pesky people began blaspheming and behaving really offensive. But Prabhupada wasn't deterred. Knowing that there was no use trying to speak philosophy to them because of their highly degraded nature, he instructed the devotees to simply continue with prasad and chanting Hare Krishna. Prabhupada was very kind when it came to engaging devotees in the intimate service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If they were smoking cigarettes before him, he would not chide them and with talks of going to hell, but simply said to them, "Okay, you smoke cigarettes. It is not good for you, but it's okay. You just do this." In his lectures and books, he emphasized no smoking, no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex. On a personal level, the application of the book was often very compassionate, gentle, and loving, and other times very strong, depending on what worked best at that time and circumstance. Srila Prabhupada was uncompromising in his lectures and books, but he applied those principles to individual cases with such compassion in a way that helped that person to become more attached to Krishna. That was how he presented Krishna consciousness, and that is following itself rather than simply repeating the content in his books without realization. Repetition of the book is certainly essential, but with maturity and realization, then we may be able to repeat it with the same spirit that he did, thereby presenting it in ways that people can actually benefit from. In his book, he says what the Shastras proclaim, that anyone who is not a devotee is a demon. However, he didn't say that is the mayor of Chicago. Prabhupada said to him, "You are a very honorable person. You are doing very good work. Now just try to understand how you can help your citizens by getting them some prasad and chanting Hare Krishna." That is the actual way of following in Prabhupada's footsteps. Thank
Jai.
you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. Maharaj
you.
will be coming to Chicago very soon.
Yeah, he's in London at the moment, Prabhu.
Yes. And then I also have the fortune of going to Chicago for a conference actually in 2 weeks. I don't know if Maharaj will be there.
Yeah, I missed him, Prabhu. I came from London just a couple of days back.
Oh, wow. Did you see Maharaj?
No, I missed it. I saw Maharaj when he was in GV and in the temple in Gopinath before I left for,
Right.
I left for 9th and April I left for London. I came back on 21st.
Jai.
There was some personal work. But I went to Bhaktibat Manor.
Okay,
That's it.
nice.
Thank you, Prabhu.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Namras Mataji, would you like to read the next question?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada, Jai
Krishna.
Gurudev. If the Lord is Sachidanand, Then what are the different paths of the Jnani, the Yogi, or the Bhaktas for? Answer. There are different schools. Shankaracharya taught the chanting of Tattvam Asi or I am that. Some chant Om. Factually, if we approach Om as a supreme person, then we will realize Krishna through the chanting of Om. It is a question of our consciousness. When approaching Krishna, some people chant his name as the unmanifest absolute, through which they realize that unmanifest absolute. As we approach Krishna, he will reward us accordingly. In fact, all of his potencies are contained in all of his names. When we approach the Lord for love and devotion through any of those transcendental names, he will reveal himself. Those who choose to chant Om because it is the impersonal aspect of the absolute truth are generally chanting for liberation. Very rarely do we find someone chanting the Omkar mantra for pure bhakti. Among those who chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, there are some who do it for liberation. However, if we are guided by a bona fide spiritual master, then we won't be chanting for liberation, but actually praying, Dear Lord, please engage me in your loving service forever. There are Mayavadis chanting Hare Krishna, and there are also Vaishnavas who chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. As stated before, as we approach Krishna, he rewards us accordingly because he is non different than his name. He also reciprocates through his name according to how we approach him. Our concern is not which name is being chanted, but we are concerned with the appropriate understanding and the proper concentration of our chanting. That's why Lord Chaitanya said, You have many names, my Lord, whether you chant Allah, Juha, Krishna, Ram, Govinda, or Madhusudana. As long as you chant with the proper spirit of bhakti or devotion, you will achieve the same result. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you for reading. Yeah, Maharajas, we have the instruction that we can be chanting Hare Krishna for many births and not realize devotion if we don't have the right attitude and approach. Yes, Nidima Mataji, would you like to read next one, please?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Are you able to hear me, Prabhu?
Yes, it's better now.
Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Dhanvat pranam. Is mukti the highest perfection of one's life, as in that state one will be free from the problems of the material world? Answer. From the material point of view, you will be liberated from all the problems of this material world. Mukti means no more birth, old age, disease, and death. But then you enter into the spiritual stratum of consciousness, the eternal reality. Once you tear through the covering of this material world, beyond the Viraj river, you enter into the Brahmajyoti, the spiritual sky. The mukti remains to merge into the spiritual sky. Within the spiritual sky, there are spiritual planets, and in each of these planets, the Supreme Lord is residing in his various transcendental features. There, he is reciprocating eternally loving pastimes with his devotees. Whether you are in the spiritual sky or on those planets, you are liberated from this material world and you are out of the material atmosphere. However, it is a much higher and more intimate realization of God to be personally loving Him and serving Him in His personal, eternal form than to simply be resting in a state of mukti within the sky of the spiritual atmosphere. In the spiritual sky, you also face the same risks as in the material world, because Anandamaya Vyasat, the soul is looking for love by nature. In the spiritual sky, the soul is liberated from material suffering, but it finds no love. In Mukti, there is no love and there is simply no pain. There is the bliss of not having pain, but there is no love either, because there is no one to love. In that liberated condition, eventually that propensity for love will awaken in the soul. If you do not have any information of the Supreme Lord's loving Leelas taking place on his spiritual planets, then when that propensity roses, you cannot enter there to repose your natural affection towards him. Consequently, you will again come down into this material world. It is described in Bhagavad Gita that those who attain this state of mukti generally do not find a resting place for their loving propensities there. Hence they come down again eventually to this material existence to find love here. After all, the nature of the soul is to love. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. It's a wonderful answer. Very technical, and it's the first time I heard it explained in this way. We heard it so many times from Prabhupada's books, but it makes it so clear that that loving propensity drives us back. Kashish Prabhu, or Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji,
Hare
please.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Question: can our meditation and chanting uplift us to the level of objectivity from which we can watch our life go by as we sit unaffected, doing nothing and just being? At that stage, will our thoughts cease to affect us? Answer: that sounds more like a jnani. A devotee is so busy in Krishna's devotional service and in tasting the sweetness of his name that when these thoughts come, he has no time for them. He has no attraction for them and he sees them go by. But the only difference is that he isn't just sitting on the side of the road watching them pass by. He is busy. Thoughts keep floating by and he obviously notices them, but he is too absorbed in the higher taste of bhakti to even care for them. When the prostitute came to Haridas Thakur's Bhajana Kutir, she appeared before him, exposing the private part of her body to titillate him. What did he do then? Obviously, provocative thoughts raced through his mind too. Why not our our senses provoke thoughts? But he was so immersed in tasting the infinite bliss of Krishna's name that he saw her, but he neither cared nor felt any attraction for her. He was so mesmerized by the divine beauty of Krishna that he simply neglected the lump of flesh and blood present before him. Hare Krishna. Thank you
Hare
so much.
Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. I think this is the last question. Looks like a short one, and then we can discuss. Would somebody like to read the last one? The book. Neha Mataji, please. So the hand go up.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Sada Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
What? Yes. What comes first, the object or its thought? Or is it the object or its desire? Everything is based on our desire. But Maya provokes these desires through the objects of the senses. An idle mind is a devil's workshop. Unless our mind is fully engaged in the higher activities of Krishna consciousness, we will definitely be swept away by its intrigues. Vishwamitra Muni was sitting by the riverside, meditating on his thoughts. He wasn't engaged in any higher occupation. Hence, when Menka came, he lost his wits and was unable to control himself. This is the outcome of the impersonalist school of thought. In the yogic school, you are expected to just sit and watch your thoughts going by. No matter what, you must neglect them and not give them any of your time. Ultimately, however, we realize that we can't keep practicing such farcical methods because the soul is constantly hankering for pleasure.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare
Dipanshi Mataji, thank you for joining. I know you raised your hand, but this was the last question, I believe. Rasraj Gopal Prabhu, also, thank you for joining. I think you joined for the first time.
Yes,
Uh,
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Happy to see you. We have our dear sponsor, Rasraj Gopal Prabhu. For a moment, I thought it was him. Maybe you know him. Do you know
No,
him?
Prabhu. No, Prabhu, I
No.
do not. No.
He's our main sponsor. He runs all our um, Amrit Droplets groups. Maybe you've seen them on WhatsApp. But thank you for joining. Happy to see you here. So we just completed this book, Rivers of Wisdom. It was an extremely powerful book, 25, 21 chapters and many questions. And then next week we will start another book, Wisdom Tree. But we read for 15 minutes or 16 minutes of Maharaja's pastimes shared by devotees and disciples and followers. And then we read the book. So this is our 6th book we completed reading in 2 years. And then next week we'll start another one for those who are joining for the first time. But we can discuss now from today's reading. So please feel free to share, or if you have any pastimes, if you have experienced anything yourself with Maharaj, we would love to hear from you. Um, Dipanshi Mataji, would you like to share something? How have you been?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Pranam. Hare
Hare
Krishna, all
Krishna.
dear devotees. Thank you so much. I've been keeping well. I'm so sorry I was not joining from past 1 or 2 weeks or maybe more. Just busy. But yeah, I joined the last session and all the devotees were sharing their pastimes with Maharaj. So today also I joined late, so could not
Yeah.
share from this session. But yeah, definitely from the past session, I have this realization that how Maharaj is reciprocating with each and everyone very nicely. So it um, make fuels my desire to meet Maharaj. So yeah, that's just thing I wanted to share. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Everybody's hungry to see Maharaj and meet Maharaj everywhere, all over the world. So it's wonderful. I'm also hoping to see Maharaj in Chicago in 2 weeks. I've heard that Maharaj will be coming there, maybe at the temple. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Anything else? Would somebody like to share anything else from today's pastimes or the whole book in general? Many of you have been joining regularly and have been hearing many questions. Navneeta Mataji, would you like to share something?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank you. Yes, Prabhuji, today we talked about Prabhupada also today. So yeah, Prabhupada, like how he deal with materialistic people, and Prabhupada said like just we have to give them prasad and kirtan for their spiritual advancement.
Yeah.
So yeah, even in our real life also we face so many people like that. So we don't have to go to argue with them. So we just have to give them prasadam. So tomorrow, Prabhuji, ISKCON Pittsburgh, Malti Mataji is coming to talk on the glories of Srila Prabhupada.
Oh,
So
Jai.
yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. So that's what I just want to share,
Wonderful.
Prabhuji. Yeah, and one more thing is like we have to chant with the proper spirit of bhakti. So we have to be always conscious while we are chanting and hearing. I want to meditate on that point. And one more point is like Mukti, there is no love and no pain, and they do not
Yeah.
find a resting place for their loving propensities. Nature of the soul is to love the Supreme. That is a very wonderful point, Prabhuji. Just I want to share. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Yes, very important points. Malati Mataji is such a dear god sister of Maharaj. And of course, so many years of service to Prabhupada's mission. Malati Prabhu. And in the Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit also, Malati Prabhu's pastimes she has shared with Prabhupada. Most notable one going to London. It's very amazing, very fortunate, all of you. Priya Gopal Mataji, were you going to share something? I thought I saw you.
Yes, Prabhu, I have to step on it away in a minute, but I just wanted to share my reflection on the pastime I read, like how humble Maharaj is when 2000 he was addressing the gathering of 2000 youth, and how much ever they tried to get him to speak about himself and journey home. That just shows that he not even a single time, even though they 15 questions were asked and they tried to get him to talk, but not even a single time he did that. Any normal soul like me, we would immediately start glorifying about us and share all everything that we want to speak, but Maharaj, out of his deep humility, did not even speak a single time. And um, you can always see that when he has personal interactions, he's so humble and so calm and composed and so shy. But when he's speaking Harikatha, he's so enthusiastic. So that's a mood that we should always keep in mind, and instruction for me personally. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, thank you so much for sharing.
Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I just would like to add one point from today's reading, Prabhu. Guru Maharaj is more, he give preference to human relationships rather than managerial relationships. That point strikes me because I'm fortunate enough to meet Radhanath Swami Maharaj once, and I just heard from his lotus mouth that the one instruction he has given is always cooperate with each other and just be together and serve
Yeah,
together. So when it comes to human relationships, until unless we love our um, fellow devotees and our community and just want to serve, when we put Krishna in the center and when we do all these services for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga, then only the relationships will be stronger and stronger.
yeah,
It all happens not with our strength but with the blessings of Guru and Gauranga. That's what I believe, and Guru Maharaj is also very stressed this point through that pastime, giving time to talk with a devotee rather than dealing with this managerial things. That
yeah.
one strikes me for today, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yes, yes, Mataji. Thank you for sharing. Wonderful point. Of course, Maharaj gives so much time to devotees, and then also answers the managerial questions pretty easily. It's something that we cannot imagine. Actually, I cannot imagine. But Maharaj continues to do that. Aishani Mataji, would you like to share something? Aishani Mataji met Maharaj in
Hare,
Kolkata.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna dear devotees. Dandavad Pranam. Jai Shri Prabhupada and Jai Shri Guru Maharaj. First of all, I would like to express my happiness, and I'm feeling so blessed to be a part of this beautiful, sincere devotee association. And we have completed another amazing book. This book is so nice, and I was planning to start revising again the book, the question
Yeah.
answer series. And from today's reading session, what touched my heart is before Maharaj mentioned that ki I am working on my own. That line was so
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That before becoming a great, great spiritual master, he is so humble that he wants to be a bona fide disciple of his Guru Maharaj. So
Yeah.
much dedication level and surrendered level to his, Srila Prabhupada. That really touched my heart, Prabhuji. So otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm listening to all of your realizations, and I'm really feeling so much blessed.
Yeah.
Can
It
I
is.
say something?
Yes. Yes.
Here
Please.
I have seen that Rasaraj Prabhu has joined. So it is because of him only that I could join this group. Because when I got the announcement, I rushed to him that Prabhuji, please help me to join this group. I want to read with Maharaj disciples. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. I think Prabhuji has couldn't recognize me naturally, but I recognized him. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
It
Thank
is.
you.
Thank you. Thank you
I'm
for
really
sharing.
sorry. I don't want to take the credit. So
No.
it is not me. It is Rasraj Gopal Prabhu. I am
Yeah.
Das,
Yes.
Rasraj Gopal Das Prabhu. So Mataji, it's not me. Please
We.
convey, please, to Rasraj Gopal Prabhu. Would we?
Yeah. He's. We were just talking, Aishani Mataji, that we have a fortune of Rasaraj Gopal Prabhu with us. But I also thought Rasaraj Gopa Prabhu has joined.
Oh,
I will.
acha, acha, maybe.
I will
Okay.
convey your. You can also
Okay,
message
okay,
him,
please.
but
Definitely. Oh,
I
maybe
will.
I couldn't understand. Sorry.
I will definitely be messaging Rasaraj Gopa Prabhu about the completion of the book. So it will be nice. Where are you based, Rasaraj Gopal Prabhu?
I'm in Atlanta, Prabhu. New Panihatidam.
Oh, wonderful. I think
Yes.
Priya Gopi Mataji, who was sharing earlier, was also in Atlanta.
Yeah, she's my better half.
Oh, Hari
Yeah,
Hari. Well, wonderful.
I'm working from
So
home
happy to
today.
see.
I always hear her in the background, but today,
Oh,
since I'm working from home, my meetings were cancelled, so I just thought of joining and
so happy
hearing
to
her.
see you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks for having
Thank
me in
you.
this
Thank
group.
you for joining. Your
Prabhu,
name
if I
sounds.
can just,
Mm,
yeah, sorry, Prabhu,
yes,
continue.
please, please. Yeah, your names is appear so attractive to all of us because Rasaraj Gopal Prabhu is our sponsor. So please
Yeah,
go ahead.
all glories to our Guru Maharaj. He gave
All
me the name
good.
on
Yes.
July 2nd last year.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so yeah, for glorifying our Guru Maharaj, I wanted to share my first experience with Guru Maharaj, my first personal interaction with him. This was about 3 years ago in Alachua when Maharaj was visiting. Uh, I heard about Guru Maharaj so many times. There are several devotees in Atlanta who are my god brothers now, but at that time I was not initiated. I was praying to Radha Krishna to just give me a glimpse of Radharani Swami Maharaj, um, just to get my mood in that consciousness throughout the journey from Atlanta to Alachua. I heard the journey home book. uh, uh, I couldn't take my headset off throughout, the drive. I was just hearing about Maharaj, and I was just praying that if I just get a glimpse of Guru Maharaj, I'll be blessed.
Wow.
So we happened to be in the temple, as you know, with Radhana Swami Maharaj giving a class. The temple is full. I
Yes.
somehow, because of my son, we got a place somewhere in the front so I could see Maharaj. So he started the Bhagavatam class. He concluded the class, and I was hoping we could get a closer interaction with Maharaj. So all the devotees started getting closer to him, and he
Yes.
wanted to sit. So I was just meditating. I was looking at Radha Krishna and praying that after the class, after all the devotees leave, maybe I could get some closer
Yeah.
darshan of Maharaj. As I was praying, I don't know from where Maharaj came, and he just sat next to me. And
Wow.
I was, I can't describe.
Jai.
So my very good god brother Damodar Leela Prabhu, who's also my Shiksha Guru here in Atlanta, he
Jai.
just kind of like woke me up, like Maharaj is sitting next to you, and he took a picture of me with Maharaj just next to me, and I
Wow.
could just, feel the aura, his warmth. I could smell because it was that close. I could smell Maharaj, and I
Jai.
was in ecstasy. I was in spiritual ecstasy. So, as one of the Mahatajis said in one of the initial uh, realizations, Maharaj reciprocates. So I was like praying, 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 and then it was like manifestation. So yeah, I
Jai.
wanted to share this, and this will always remain with me for the rest of my life. I can never forget that personal interaction. It was not interaction; it was just Maharaj being Maharaj and so merciful, hearing me, even though I did not speak out, but he heard the prayers and was merciful towards
Jai.
me.
This Sangha is so powerful because of devotees like you. And every week, so many devotees share such pastimes. I wonder how many thousands have such mind-blowing pastimes to share,
Absolutely,
because
Prabhu.
so many devotees have such, and I cannot even imagine, it's all of you sharing this gives me inspiration because I never had any such interaction. But Maharaj, I've heard Maharaj has this mystic ability to appear and disappear. Sometimes devotees
Yes.
say like this, that, Maharaj is always surrounded by devotees,
Yes.
but you got that opportunity. That's so
Mm.
powerful. So then that means you got initiated in DC at the Potomac Temple,
Yes, on July
right?
Yes,
2nd
Prabhu.
last year.
So
Yes.
this
So
is
yes,
where I
Prabhu.
am. Yes, Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
he's my Prabhu, and
Yes,
yeah,
he shared while you were out for a few moments.
yes,
And
yes,
we just shared this. It's wonderful. Thank you for coming, both of you.
yes, Prabhu.
And
I have a
so
call going on the side, but that's not important. This is I don't want to
I,
miss this.
I'm also doing
This
that
is
sometimes.
the meeting
And
seems so boring and uninteresting when we have this going on. Hearing
this
about
is
Guru Maharaj.
on this is a meeting on transcendental plane, so
Yes,
there's
yes,
no
Prabhu.
conflict
Thinking.
Yes.
independently happening. So I also have fortune of serving in the DC temple sometimes. So I'm happy
Oh,
that you have been there and received
Where do you
initiation
live,
there.
Prabhu?
I'm in Fairfax, so it's like 30 minutes from the
Okay.
Potomac Temple in Virginia.
Okay. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for
Thank you
your
for
association and
sharing.
thank you to everyone.
Thank you for
thank you.
sharing. Wonderful to hear these pastimes every time. Of course, this particular, especially this Sangha we started 2 years ago, and my faith and love for Guru Maharaj has increased multiple times. I never knew that it could be so deep and wonderful
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
just by devotee association. Anybody else would like to share last 3 minutes? We can continue next week with a new book. Okay, Mataji, how are you doing? Happy to see you. Are you able to talk?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, I have devotees.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
I like the part where Radhanath Swami is being so humble and where he chose to hug and Rajpal, am I saying the right name? We were was associated with devotee instead of the management coming with all these questions. I like that part. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Poonam Mataji, would you like to share something? Ashish Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna everyone. Already it's late, Prabhuji, we are running late. So next time I will share something from the
Yes,
topic.
Mataji, please. Yes.
I got late in Seva and then I had not finished my chanting, so I was doing it Prabhupada
No
quarters.
problem.
And then
No problem. Thank you for joining. Yes, so if nobody has anything to share, we'll be meeting next week, same time, and then have more fortune of your association, share pastimes of Guru Maharaj, and reinforce our love and faith for serving in Prabhupada's mission under his guidance and shelter. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय।
Jai.
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Ki
गुरु महाराज
Jai.
की जय।
Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for
Hare
joining. Thank you
Krishna.
for
Hare
reading.
Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat.
Krishna. Nice to see you.